Alright, guys, it hasn't exactly been a week since the Smash announcement, but it's been about 5 days as of recording this, and so close enough for me. But I really feel like a lot of us have gotten our opinions out on the game, but there's a lot of people's opinions who they just kind of watched footage and maybe not even that closely. Then there's the people who actually played the game. A lot of people who have played the game are back from E3. They're talking about their opinions, saying how it feels different, what's new, why is this game a big deal. And so for the casual market, this game is going to be a big deal because it has every character returning, and I say that and that is so exciting to me because having these characters return in this new engine is exciting for the same reason why characters in Smash 4 were exciting. Just the game playing better than Brawl made characters. It made in Brawl when I played that game, I mained Toon Link, Lucas, Pokemon Trainer, and the reason why I played those three characters is because they were so much fucking faster than almost the entire cast, you know? And I had so much trouble playing the game as any other normal character because they were so slow, and I couldn't do anything cool. I could do some things here and there, but if I wanted to really do something, I would pick characters like Toon Link because that's how I could get damage done fast. I play the game the way I want to play it, and that was my strategy. That was my legitimate strategy. And when it came to Smash 4, so much of the roster was opened up to me because the speed was increased and the physics had changed a lot, and it made the game way more fun. And I was already playing Brawl so much, even with the limited roster of characters I wanted to play. I was playing it so much, and now in Smash 4, I feel like I'm so good with almost every character. Ironically, I almost never even touch Toon Link because I like regular Link more, and I see no reason to play as two characters that are super similar when one has weaknesses. Where one has all my favorite things about Link are not present in Toon Link. All of his best strengths are just not in Toon Link. So to me, there's no point playing Toon Link at all whatsoever. Even with the custom moves, I couldn't seem to make Toon Link more of a character akin to my liking. And I started playing as a lot bigger and heavier characters in Smash 4, which is very ironic, because that's very different from what I played in Smash Brawl. And now we have Smash Ultimate, where the game looks even fucking faster. And while part of me thinks, well, shit, man, Ike looks amazing. There's no a lot of characters that had lag on for certain moves. The lag has been decreased dramatically. Ganondorf's biggest weakness is not really the same as it used to be. Ganondorf has had a major buff, and's been given a sword. So not only has he been given a huge major buff, considering his weakness was his speed, but they gave him a fucking sword just to like put the cherry on top to say, hey fans of Ganondorf, here you fucking go. Like, here's what you guys have been wanting, right? And I expect to see a lot more people playing goddamn Ganondorf. I expect a lot more people playing Ike, because Ike was really damn good in Smash 4. Ike's a fucking great powerhouse character. You know, he's the only strong sword guy in the game. You know, every other sword guy is either fast or medium. But when it comes to Ike, you know, he was the big, strong sword guy. And now, and even in Ganondorf's smash moves that are also used to sword, they seem similar to Ike, so I think they're going to be kind of like a fun comparison, Ike and Ganondorf. Which is also fun because it's like Link and Marth are kind of like a fun comparison too, because they're both like medium sword guys. Uh, though Link and Marth are both power hitters in their own right. Um, I think because of the move lag being delayed, it's like they knew people were just canceling out moves anyway. So it's like this just decrease the lag for moves, you know, just decrease the lag for moves, and and then with the increased speed and with characters who are big not being so slow, man, you know, it's like Ganondorf and Ike both got the Bowser treatment, where Bowser was really revamped in Smash 4, and it gave a lot of new life to Bowser. A lot more people are playing Bowser than they ever did because he's a lot of fun to play. And by God, is does Ike look like so much fun? But will Ike be my main? I don't know, dude, because I'm thinking I might even go even faster, but I don't know. Maybe that speed is unnecessary at this point. So I don't know if I'm going to main Link or Young Link. It's going to be one or the other because Young Link is looks like he might play more similar to Smash 4 Link. So if I don't like Link now, which I've been calling him Champion Link because he's wearing the champion tunic, it's Link from Breath of the Wild, right? But I've been calling him Champion Link because I'm not calling him Breath of the Wild Link, and I'm not calling him BTOW Link. Champion Link is way easier to say, and also this new Link is different from Smash 4 Link, which I've been calling Link from Smash 4 and Melee and Brawl. I'm basically just calling them Smash 4 Link because that's like the old Link. This new Link, he's different. He looks like he's pretty different. But again, I say different in relative terms. Like, I mean, he's like Falco compared to Fox. And honestly, he might not even be that different. He's like Falco from Melee compared to Fox. Like, he's really doesn't look that different from regular Link. But, I'm going off a tangent here, but it's just because I'm so excited. The speed of the game makes things look so interesting. And I thought I was even thinking about maining Pokemon Trainer because I'm so glad to see Squirtle and Ivysaur back. Squirtle and Ivysaur were so powerful in Brawl, and it's something I didn't even think I wanted, but I'm so glad to see it. I kind of really want to play them again because when I played them in Brawl, I almost only used Charizard to finish people off and to do his double jumps and stuff. And that's what's so funny is it's like, because Ivysaur has weak recovery, so when you hit down B, you switch to Charizard. They really buffed the changing ability, but not only that, it's just that Charizard was in Smash 4 by himself, and almost no one played Charizard. And when I think about why, it's like, I remember in Brawl, no one really played him in that either. People, especially, Project M, he's actually his own separate character, but in Brawl, it's like, no, but for real, no one played Charizard in Brawl. When they played Pokemon Trainer, they were using Squirtle and Ivysaur, doing some fucked up crazy shit with Squirtle and Ivysaur. So having Squirtle and Ivysaur back is huge, and I think Pokemon Trainer is going to be considered pretty top tier when the game comes out. But there's also so many characters that's like, well, Bayonetta and Cloud are probably still going to be really high up there, but man, look at Marth. Marth looks shinier and better than ever. So it's like, when I'm like getting excited over characters like Ike and Ganondorf, who were kind of cool, but not cool enough to really like, main. They weren't like that good. They were just really fucking cool. Now it's like I look at them and I'm like so excited because they've been revamped so well. And when I look at these other characters, I'm like just so excited for everyone. And I feel like I really hope no one will be bad. Jigglypuff was not present in this demo at E3, and that's a big question for a lot of us. Jigglypuff was fucking good in 64. Jigglypuff was fucking good in Melee. These are good. This is a good character who got fucking nerfed hard in Brawl, and then in Smash 4, this is why people. One of the reasons why people call this game trash instead of Smash, is because Jigglypuff is so fucking nerfed beyond belief in Smash 4. And so basically, if you were Jigglypuff main, you needed to play someone else because Jigglypuff was just no good in that game. This is all really exciting to me, also because when I played Smash 4, the things I noticed was me and my friends would just constantly dodge roll. And because of this, I started doing more throws more often, and I would use throws to get past dodge rolling as well as get past counter moves for when they picked characters who could use counters, because there was a lot of characters who could use counters, and I'm pretty sure a lot of characters will be able to use counters in this game as well, because I don't think a lot of the movesets have been changed. At least not in that significant of a way. I think certain moves have different properties and can be used to different effect, but I think that characters who had counters, for the most part, still have counters as their down B. So, I would use throws to get past countering, I would use throws to get past dodge rolling and blocking, and I had to use throws a lot to get past some of the defensive maneuvers. And in this game, you all already know that dodging has been changed big time. After a few dodge rolls, the dodge rolls effect is not nearly as good. Now, of course, dodge rolling will still work. It's still going to be a thing people will do, but I think they're going to use dodge rolling not to move around the map and not just to constantly. For me, it's like I'm sprinting or dodge rolling. You know, I'm always when we're all up in there, it turns to a battle of people rolling around each other, and I don't think that's how it's going to be in this new one because not just because dodge rolling has been nerfed, and not it's also because dash dancing is back and the speed of the movement with input lag and sliding around. Everything's changed. Short hopping is now a mechanic in the game. You know, these things allow you to apply so much more pressure. And if you watch Zero play, Zero has commentary where he's talking over him battling Leffen over and over and over at the Nintendo Treehouse event. So there's all these E3 gameplay footage of Zero and Leffen fighting each other, and has a video where he talks over it, where he describes why this game is so different and why this game is not a port for 1 and why it's not 4.5 for 2. Which this is something that I already came to that conclusion before watching Zero, but having someone who's actually played more Smash 4 than I ever did, and this is coming from someone who plays Smash 4 a lot and somewhat regularly, like every month probably. And this is coming from someone who actually played Smash Ultimate, which I have not done at all. And seeing someone, and a lot of us haven't played Smash Ultimate yet, but seeing someone who's put that many hours into Smash 4, and then won the tournament for Smash 5, seeing him say these things, seeing him confirm to me, like, yes, the lag that you guys think the game engine is faster, it is. The lag that used to be there, a lot of that has been reduced greatly. You know, you can edge guard properly, you can apply pressure properly, you can run off the screen and fuck people up properly, you can do crazy fucking things that you couldn't do in Smash 4, and we're getting closer back to Melee. We're coming all back to Melee, but we're also retaining a lot of the best and coolest features from Brawl. And that was one of the cool things about Smash 4, was that Smash 4 said, hey, Brawl had good ideas, but the game was shit. And the thing is that the game was really cool, had a lot of cool things going for it. But at the end of the day, none of those cool things could be enjoyed because the most important aspect of the fighting game was royally fucked up. And in Smash 4, this was a big victory for Smash fans because a lot of us were back to playing Smash again in a much better scenario where we said, this is such a big improvement from Brawl. And it was such a big improvement from Brawl. But there was problems with Smash 4 that a lot of fans with Melee still had, and that's because it still wasn't quite there. It still didn't allow you to do a lot of the coolest things about Smash that was introduced in Melee, and that even has been around since 64. And one of the cool things about new Smash games is that there are problems with Melee. Melee is also not a perfect game, just like Smash 4 was not a perfect game. And it's not like Melee fans only want to play one game their whole fucking life, okay? One of the biggest problems with Melee is that it's hard to get into unless you have a scene. If you have to engage in the local Smash Bros. Scene. And if you're not playing and practicing with a sparring partner, with friends who are all dedicated to playing Melee with you, you're not going to really get anywhere. You're not going to really... it's going to be really difficult and challenging. Whereas when you play Smash 4, a lot of people have Wii U's and they have the game. Of course, a lot of people are selling it now in order to get a Switch and to just... And people are just... people have basically gone without Smash for a while, and I think a lot of people are getting excited to play Smash again because they haven't been able to play it for so long. But my point is that with Melee, that's one of the biggest hurdles, is actually getting into the scene and really learning how to play competitively and all that stuff. And with Smash 4, you can play it a lot more casually with friends because people won't feel cheated and ripped off because they don't understand the game at all, because they actually have had chances to play the game. And with Smash Ultimate, it's going to be very fun to get in the scene and play the game all over again, and we're all going to be there, and this is all great because we get to all play together and we all get to learn and love the game again. And then it would also be readily available. Theoretically, the online will be functioning and working well, and so we'll all get to play online well. Though if the online doesn't work, I'm still going to enjoy the game, but it would be nice if the online worked a little bit better. And then we will all be playing this new game. Melee fans will be playing this game. Smash 4 fans will be playing this game. We'll all be playing this game. The reason why it's important is because Melee has its problems. It's not a perfect game, but it is by far the best Smash game, so far. And I don't like playing Melee because a lot of the wonk throws me off from Smash 4. And so if I'm going to play 1, I got to get dedicated to 1, really. And it's part of why I don't play PM either, even though I like PM and I really appreciate PM. It's got some wonkiness to it, but it also has, of course, it depends which version you're playing, but it also has, which is another whole issue, but I digress. But it also just has, so many differences, and to have the equalizer here, have to be close to the past games in the best ways possible, whether it be Melee's great gameplay, great mechanics and combat, and Brawl's great roster and great maps, and stuff like that. Smash 4 was really good because it combined the two games, but it didn't really, it wasn't all there. It kind of reminds me of Halo 1, 2, 3, and Reach. Halo 3 was really good because it took a lot of elements from Halo 2 and 1 and brought them back. And a lot of people are like, this is awesome. It's less like Halo 2, more like Halo 1, but it keeps a lot of the best stuff about Halo 2, and it puts it in a better game. And then Halo Reach came out, and it was like, they went even further back. They put way more shit from Halo 1 in, took way more shit from Halo 2 out, and went crazy with some new stuff. And that's how I feel like Smash Bros. Infinite. Smash Bros. Ultimate is going to be. I'm talking about Halo 6 Infinite, or Halo Infinite, or whatever it's called, just got announced too. Smash Bros. Ultimate is kind of like that. It's kind of like we're taking more shit from Halo 1, we're taking more shit from Smash Bros. Melee, and we're still taking different cool things from Brawl. It's still like the cool shit from Brawl that the casuals liked, and the best mechanics and gameplay that people liked from Melee. And guess who's excited about it? Everyone. Casuals are excited for the maps and the characters. That's what I'm fucking excited about. There's a hazard toggle. You can turn the hazards off. And what some of you might not know what this means. Some of you might say, oh, well, yeah, in the Mega Man stage there was a Yellow Devil, so I never played Mega Man. It's more than just the Yellow Devil, guys. I'm talking on the Kid Icarus stage. The Kid Icarus stage. The cloud platforms get destroyed. They don't get fucking destroyed when you have the hazards turned off, guys. You don't understand. This is a big fucking deal. A lot of my friends enjoy these maps, but the hazards fucking piss us off. And we say it's annoying because we're just trying to fight, and it actually just ruins the fight. I will probably leave hazards on when we play 4-player Smash, because when you play more than one-on-one, it's already ridiculous and crazy as it is. But if and also that's kind of where items might work a little bit better too, especially because you can now attack assist trophies. Again, this is huge. This will make assist trophies not so much bullshit anymore. So I'm very excited about that. But also, when you play one-on-one, just to not have the hazards on, it's like you can just play the match, enjoy the actual fight, not get pissed off because you have to worry about other bullshit like Nabbit or, whatever else that's going to piss you off. Turn those fucking hazards off and play the game the way you want. And not only that, but there's also battlefield mode for every map. God damn it! As a fan of Smash 4, and my biggest problem with Smash 4 was that the maps were bullshit. The maps, that was something that was my first complaint about the game. When I thought the game was really utterly perfect, one of my first complaints about the game was that once I unlocked the map switch for when you could press random, it turns maps off of random mode. I of course I'm going to use that now that I can turn off maps I don't like. But I noticed I turned off a lot of maps, and I would try not to turn off maps but the more times I would play with my friends, the more maps I would turn off until there was only a small handful of maps that I was actually playing. Now, not only is the map size greatly increased, I mean, it seems as if the map size, the maps are like tripled. It seems as though there is just a absolute ton of maps. It seems as though there's going to be a huge array of maps, some from Melee, some from Brawl, some from 64, some from Smash 4 that were DLC, some from the 3DS version. You know, certain maps that were in Smash 4 but only in the 3DS version are going to be in this as well. And some of those, of course, are returning Melee stages and returning Brawl stages. But sometimes I forget about all those maps on the 3DS game. The 3DS has like 100% different fucking maps aside from a small few maps that are on both. You know, it's really funny how different the fucking maps are. And it makes Smash 3DS seem and play so differently. And a lot of us were just saying, I wish these maps were in Smash 4 because there's a lot of good maps that aren't in Smash 4. Well, but they are in Smash 4, but they were only in the 3DS version. Man, now having all of these maps from Smash 3DS, Smash for Wii U, Melee, Brawl, 64, new maps for this game too, as well on top of that. It is, oh my god, it's insane. It's insane, guys. It's fucking phenomenal. It seems like so fucking perfect. So as a fan of maps, I am just ecstatic. And not only that, but as a fan of music, one of the things I hated the most was that in the 3DS game, every map only had 2 songs. And in the Wii version, they definitely fixed that. But the problem is that a lot of the DLC maps still had a small number of songs, and that meant I was really, really excited for Street Fighter and for Final Fantasy to have maps in the game, because I was really excited to have songs from Final Fantasy and Street Fighter. And all you get is Ryu and Kin's theme? All you get is the normal fight theme and the boss battle theme from Final Fantasy VII? That's it? No Chocobo theme? No Airwind theme? No Midgar theme? You fight in Midgar. No theme from Midgar? No, or I saw it called the Airwind, the Highwind. The Highwind is the airship in Final Fantasy VII. Every time you fly in it, it plays this theme song that's like the theme of Final Fantasy VII, but it's like really very upbeat. And some of the music for Final Fantasy VII makes me so emotional, because not only are the songs themselves, by themselves, not only are they fucking beautiful, but they invoke a lot of the emotion that remind me of certain experiences playing that game. And not only that, but the fact that I've been playing that game since I was like 7 years old. You know, I've been playing Final Fantasy VII since I was 7. So the fact that like there's so much emotion in that game, so much emotion in Cloud. Going to Midgar, I want to hear those songs. I want to hear the Chocobo theme. You know, that makes so much sense. Just like how fighting to Dr. Mario or the Tetris theme makes so much sense in Smash, fighting to the fucking Chocobo theme in Smash seems perfect. And they don't even have to use all songs from Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII has a great big soundtrack, but if they want to get different versions of the Chocobo theme, I don't see any reason why they have to stay with 7. I don't see any reason why they can't use a few themes here and there from different Final Fantasy games. Imagine if they put in like the Velt from Final Fantasy VI, or some of the boss battle themes from other Final Fantasy games. Not only that, but One Winged Angel isn't even in the fucking game. Are you kidding me? Are you shitting me? Now let's talk about Street Fighter for a second. Guile's theme? Guile's theme? Where is Guile's theme? Guile's theme is one of the most important themes in video games, period. It is, not only is just because it's a meme theme, but it is so good. It's so good. And it's so much fun to fight to already. You know, when I think of Street Fighter music, I think of Kin's theme. Don't get me wrong, Kin's theme is probably my personal favorite in Street Fighter. But oh man, I also think a lot of Zangief's theme, Sagat's theme, and of course Guile's theme. You know, I need these themes. These are themes I need, and they already showed on the website that Vega's theme is going to be in the Street Fighter stage. That is so cool. That is fucking phenomenal. So, holy shit, I'm excited for more music, more stages, and more characters. These are things that make casuals happy, but they also make they're also there as like quality of life improvements that make everyone happy. You know, the thing is, when you need to make decisions that just make both parties happy. You can make people who are casual fans and hardcore fans at the same time, and this is something that Smash 4 tried to do, and it definitely made me a lot happier. But I was a fan of Brawl. I was happily playing Brawl, but I was so glad to never have to play that game again, and I probably never will play that game again. And when Smash 4 comes out, it kind of feels weird, the idea of not playing Smash 4 again. You know, for 4 years of my life, I have almost all the amiibos. I have the DLC, of course. I enjoy the hell out of that game. My game is modded now. I bring my Wii U to people's houses. People don't have Wii U's anymore. But I still have my Wii U, and I bring it to people's houses. I bring the GameCube adapter. We all play. We all have a good time, and so much love for Smash, and it feels weird to just not play that game anymore. But my memories of that game will definitely never go away, and I'll probably play it a little bit more before Smash Ultimate comes out. Don't get me wrong. I have 6 months before that fucking game comes out. But, modding the game is already a pain in the ass, and I don't ever really want to mod it ever again. So I'm probably never going to touch my mods for it. I'm just going to leave it as they are. And play it whenever I see my friends. And when Smash Ultimate comes out, man, I'm so pumped. I am so excited. It's going to be so much fun. And it is going to be the game. First of all, I could play it here or on the go. And I want to say something about the idea that this game is a port before this video ends, because I was going to make a video about how this game just isn't a port, and the reason why is because when the game was first announced, everyone wanted to know before the game came out or was announced if this game was going to be a new game or a port. And when it finally was debuted, I thought it was answered very clearly. The second they showed the new Battlefield, I was like, this is a new game. This is not a port. This is a new game. This is a new game. Because I know Sakurai. I know how this guy works. He would not have changed Battlefield if this was a port. Okay? There's no reason to do that if this was just simply a port. This is a new game. And people were confused about this for a long time, whereas I kind of started to realize I only thought it was a port for like 2 days. And then I kind of started to think it might be more like a 4.5 idea, kind of like what Maximilian Dude was saying. It's not even 4.5. This is a brand spanking new game. And the only reason why I bring this up is because when we were wondering, will this game be a port? We were saying, is this game going to be like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Now, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is no doubt, without a question, a port. Now, that's not a problem for me, because Mario Kart 8 is probably my favorite kart racing game of all time. And I never thought for a second that they would make a Mario Kart game better than Double Dash. And I'm playing Mario Kart 8. I played the crap out of it when it first came out on Wii U, and I played the crap out of it all over again on the Switch. I beat every map on 200cc. I got the gold trophy on every course on 200cc, and I did it on 150cc, and I did it on mirror mode. So I really enjoyed Mario Kart 8. I unlocked all the cars all over again. You start with all the characters this time, but I unlocked all the cars and all the parts and everything all over again. And I gotta say, I have no problem with that game being a port. There's nothing wrong with being a port, especially if it's a port of a fantastic game. But this game is not a fucking port. And the reason I get defensive and antsy about it is because people are saying, well, it still uses this, and that. It reuses assets, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't care if it fucking reuses assets. Okay? Because when you say it's a port, you're implying that this is going to be Smash 4 again, but with a few characters added in. This is not a few characters added into Smash 4. And GameXplain has videos of side-by-side gameplay of them trying to recreate moments from the trailer in Smash 4. It's very clear as day that the graphics and textures are way higher resolution, but Also, almost every move, almost every animation is a little different. Everything's a little new. Everything's a little shinier. The maps, the backgrounds, the levels, everything has new textures. The only certain things don't have new textures, like Pokemon Saffron City. Well, that's because that's from 64. Saffron City is from the 64 game. It's the last Pokemon, or it's the last map from Smash, I think, from 64 besides the Star Fox stage. But it was the last one I wanted. Hold on. Yeah, Brimstar, the Metroid stage, wasn't in the game either. And then there was the Yoshi stage. But a lot of those stages I didn't want to come back. In Smash 4, they brought back the Mario stage from 64. They brought back the Zelda stage from 64. They brought back the Donkey Kong stage from 64, and the Kirby stage from 64. And those were like my four favorite stages. And the only stage I really wanted to see back besides those four was the Pokemon stage, Saffron City, and now it's coming back in this one. And I'm really hoping that all the other 64 stages that were in Smash 4 also return. Honestly, I would not be upset if every map from 64 returned, because I don't see what's the problem with that. I don't see why not, you know? And, the game has such a huge map selection and so many returning stages from Melee, so many returning stages from all these different games. I am so pumped for these stages, man. And at the end of the day, it's like, when all those stages returning look different, stages from the 3DS game obviously are going to look better, but stages from the Wii U game look better. And they look different. When you look off in the background, the distance, things look different. Things have been placed differently. Everything is new. The textures are higher resolution to show off the good graphics of the game. Things look different, man. And the gameplay, on top of that, has been tweaked to be a lot faster, with a lot of defensive options like your blocking and your dodge rolling are nerfed. And because of the physics being a little faster, recoveries aren't as guaranteed this time around. Because of all these things, when the game plays 100% different, and every character plays slightly altered, and the maps and characters all look fresher and new, it's like, why are you calling this game a port? Nothing from... The only thing that transfers from Smash 4 will be some of your skills with certain characters that you already know. But that could be said about every Smash game. Every Smash game you could say, well, my ability to play as Mario has helped my ability to play as Mario in the sequel. Of course. Of course. He's different, but he's never that different. And at the end of the day, because the game is new and different, your main might change. Your main might change to someone you would never main in the previous game. Or it might change to one of the new characters. I'm sure a lot of people are going to play as Ridley. That's the whole point, though. That's the thing. Look at Pokemon Trainer and Snake. They've been revamped so well. I bet you a lot of people are going to main Pokemon Trainer, and they'll be using him because he had some abilities now that are way better now, like being able to switch in the air and being able to switch really fast. People will probably enjoy Pokemon Trainer a lot more this time around than they did in Brawl. So it makes me have to say, like, well, of course. That's in every game sequel. Okay? Your ability to do good at Halo makes you good at Halo 2, 3, 4, Reach. Your ability to do good in Call of Duty is going to make you do good in the other games. So that's just a thing in every sequel, okay? That's just how games work. So what part of this is a port? Is it because it reuses assets? Because a lot of assets are reused in every Smash game. Now, this game might reuse more assets than the previous ones. But this is why I would say I understand people might call this game a Smash 4.5. But for me, calling this game a Smash 4.5, that's crazy. Because at the end of the day, in the nitty-gritty, you can't play this game the same way you played Smash 4. You can't play this game the same way at all. Playing the game is going to feel so different. The mechanics are different. Applying pressure, doing edge guarding. There's not going to be resets. In Smash 4, every time I play the game, I do a combo, knock someone in the air. If I'm not able to kill them, obviously I'm not going to be able to kill everyone on one combo unless I'm Bayonetta, then there's a reset. And when it resets, you're back on your feet and you have to run back and start the battle all over again. And the reason why it always resets is because recoveries and air dodging are already so good. And there's no ways to really properly edge guard, and there's not much you can do for applying pressure. You're good at the game because of your ability to trade off, and if you're better at starting trades and making it so that way no one can even trade in the first place. If you're good enough to do attacks, be smart, and take less damage and deal out more damage, then you're gonna do fine. But in this game, the way you play it, it seems so different. It seems like a lot of things are returning from Melee. A lot of playstyles might be returning from Melee. And with all of these characters and everything being reworked, I just don't know how you can call it a port. Then you look back at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Look back at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then look at this. Okay? It's like, no, that was a port. The reason why we were saying Smash 4, this might be a port of Smash 4, or it might be a Smash 4.5, is because we are looking at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and all the other games are ported over, like Bayonetta, and a few other games are ported over, and we're saying these games are ports. Will Smash be a port? Because so many games are being ported from the Wii U. It's just not the case. It's just not the case. This is not Smash 4 with new characters added in. I think people think that just because the graphics are similar. Though really, if you look at them side by side, you would see like, oh, there is a significant change. There's a significant difference. I think the people who are saying they look the same are people who haven't played Smash 4 since it came out, or people who haven't played Smash 4 since Bayonetta came out. If you haven't played Smash 4 in 2 years, maybe that's why you don't think. Maybe that's why you're a little confused. For people saying that it looks like Smash 4 with just a few more characters added in, and the gameplay looks the same, I have to say, you must have never been really good at the game. And what I would have to say is, like, yes, most games will look the same to their sequels if you never really played them in the first place. Most people can't tell the difference between one Call of Duty to the other if they haven't been playing the past few Call of Duties. I'm sure a lot of people wouldn't know if I pulled up a video of Halo 3 and then pulled up a video of Halo 2 Remastered and asked them if they were different games or the same game. I'm sure some people might be like, yeah, I really don't know. They might actually feel like I'm pulling off a trick question or something. And that's the thing. If you actually knew these games, you would know that these are different. So calling Smash Ultimate a Smash 4.5, or even calling it a Smash 4 port, I understand why you would call it Smash 4.5, just because it's reusing more assets. But it just does such a disservice because it doesn't properly explain what this game is. It doesn't really explain why this game is a big deal, okay? Because when you say it plays relatively the same but with a few more characters, that's not really a big selling point. That's not really going to convince someone to be like, oh, well, I can just play Smash 4. But that's not the case. The game plays nothing like Smash 4. Playing a certain character in this game won't be the same as playing a character in Smash 4. I know I keep repeating myself, but that's because this is such a concrete, point. This is such... I don't know how people can debate this. And even, this is something that Zero got into himself. It's like... How can you call this a port? How can you say this is Smash 4 all over again? This is not. This is a brand new game. And it's more than just the fact that Mario has Cappy in his attack now. It's more than just the fact that Link can detonate his bombs like he could in Breath of the Wild. It's more than that. The whole game plays different, man. And so I definitely wanted to get that out there, that this game is just not a fucking port. But at the same time, Jesus Christ, my hype for this game is through the roof. I am so excited for this game, guys. And I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. I'm going to cut it off here. I will see you guys soon. I'll probably... I might revamp my predictions list for Smash 5. Smash Ultimate is what it's called now. But it's also called Smash Special in Japan. It's called Special. So, but we are here saying... I kind of want to revamp my um, ideas for who might be in the game, because I still think that Rex and the two girls from Xenoblade Chronicles, I can't think of their names. It's like Myra and Pyrrha. I think that they might be in the game. The fact that Pokemon Trainer has returned, that's something I really didn't see happening, and that kind of makes me think that Rex will be playable in the game, and that either Myra or Pyrrha will be off in the background, charging it up. And I think that they might just be costumes or something, but I do think they actually played differently in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm not sure. I don't know everything about Xenoblade 2. I didn't play that game, but I definitely think that the chance of them being in the game is a lot higher now. I think it's definitely going to happen. I don't see why they wouldn't come in. It makes perfect sense to me to at least have Rex in the game, and to have one of his girls flying around charging him up. Um, Especially because I didn't notice him as an assist trophy yet. And I also definitely think that there was another character. Oh, Springman. I didn't see him as assist trophy, and I didn't see an arms map. It's got to be one or the other, man. You got to have. We're gonna have assist trophies from arms, possibly more than one, and we're probably going to have a map from arms, because it's just too perfect to not have like a Coliseum style level or something from arms. It's just too perfect not to do it. So I really hope they do it. If they don't do it, then they might be saving Springman for DLC, or possibly a free update. I've been kind of suspecting this game might have free updates, but um, it looks as though I definitely think there's going to be a possibility for a few more newcomers. I'm not going to predict like a shit ton. I don't think there's going to be like five, or I don't think it's going to be like 10. I don't think it's going to be more than 10 newcomers. I think it's going to be more closer to like 3 to 5 newcomers. And honestly, and I think 5 is being generous. Um, because this game's roster is so big already. But then, of course, when I say that, I'm not even sure if I'm counting Echo Fighters or not. I don't think I'm talking about straight up newcomers, because I don't even think I consider Daisy to be that much of a newcomer. Though don't get me wrong, I'm so excited and so happy that Daisy's in the game. That makes me incredibly happy. But I think that Springman definitely still has a chance, and I'm still rooting for my boy Shovel Knight. And I really think if they're gonna put an indie game character, he would be the best. And the rumor was that Snake, Simon Belmont, and Minecraft would all be in the game. Snake's in the game, but to be fair, everyone from any Smash game is back, and that includes Snake, so that's why Snake is back. However, they might reveal Simon Belmont a little bit later, and if they do reveal Minecraft stage, I won't be mad as long as Minecraft Steve is not a playable character. But as long as there's a Minecraft stage, I'm fine with that. Though I really kind of think this rumor won't be true. I don't think that there's any reason to believe this rumor, just because Snake is in the game. Though if they were going to do another classic video game character, because they already did Mega Man and Pac-Man, Simon Belmont is definitely the next guy that comes to mind. When I think classic video games, I think Mario, then Sonic, then Mega Man, and then Simon Belmont. So if they might not be going for that classic angle, but if they want to do another classic third-party character, Simon Belmont would probably be the perfect choice. If they want to do another classic retro character, every Smash has had one so far. I would say I'm still pulling for either Balloon Fight or Excite Bike, and I was gonna make a video, but I guess I'm just doing it right here, right now. Um, and for people saying, how could they ever make Balloon Fight or Excite Bike? Guys, they made Pac-Man, they made Game and Watch, they made Duck Hunt. How did they make any of those guys good? How did they make any of those fucking guys good? I don't know how, but they did it. They did things I never would have expected, but they did it. So, fuck it. I think they can make Balloon Fight good. I think they could make Excite Bike good. It can't be that hard. And I would love that. I think that would be fucking cool. I really would. Balloon Fight's not the best well-designed character. And, Villager kind of represents Balloon Fight already. But Excite Bike would be so cool. I feel like that would be a really cool character to see. And I don't even want like a pixely guy. I want like a straight up like 3D model of a guy riding a dirt bike. That would be really fun. But I honestly think he would be perfect. But I don't know how he would fight, but I know he'd be really fast, and that sounds cool to me. So I don't know, but fuck it, man. They make all these other characters I never would have expected. Like I can't believe Duck Hunt Dog's in the game. That blows my mind. So yeah, they could totally do it. I believe it. I believe in it. We might still see King K. Rool since we've got Ridley this time around. We might not see King K. Rool. I think Ridley makes way more sense than King K. Rool. I think Ridley puts King K. Rool to shame. I think Ridley. It's been a long time coming, and I knew that they wouldn't put Ridley or Inkling in Smash 4 as DLC. I knew that if they were going to put Ridley in the game, they would have done it before the game, like as a launch character, because Ridley's just too important to do as a measly DLC character. Same with Inkling. Inkling, it just felt wrong. The timing was wrong, and it wasn't just because Splatoon was actually doing really hot at the time. So it's not that Splatoon wasn't doing good at the time. The reason why it felt wrong was because the same reason. Every time they make a new Smash game, they always introduce new characters from the previous consoles, and Inkling, that's where Inkling fits in. And so if they wanted to do Springman, now would be the time. It would be better to do it now than to do it as DLC. And of course, if they did Springman, they could also do Ribbon Girl as like counter character, like two characters in the same character slot. But we'll have to see what they want to do here. They might not want to even do an ARMS character because ARMS is a fighting game. Even though Smash is supposed to celebrate Nintendo, they might not want to do ARMS. Springman might be too similar to Little Mac. They might not be able to make a moveset. I believe that's bullshit. I believe they could totally make an interesting, unique moveset that's different from Little Mac with Springman. But, we don't know. We'll have to see. But for me, that's something. I don't even really like ARMS that much. I'm just trying to come up with ideas for characters in the games. And then also, something really important to note is that Knuckles is an assist trophy now, which means Shadow could potentially be a new character, because Shadow was an assist trophy in both Brawl and in Smash 4. However, I don't think that's concrete evidence at all. I think Knuckles is probably an assist trophy because Knuckles should have been an assist trophy a long time ago. Knuckles is way more important than an iconic Sonic character. And we haven't seen Shadow in the background of the Sonic stage yet, so we don't know yet where Shadow fits in. We don't know if Shadow's even in the game at all. We don't know if Shadow is going to return as an assist trophy. We don't know anything about Shadow. I think that if any game franchise that's third party, if any of them's going to have two characters from the same franchise, it's going to be Sonic. Because Sonic has been in this franchise since Brawl. Sonic has been in... He was one of the first third-party characters announced. He's, very important to the Smash games. I think Shadow would be okay. I don't exactly want Shadow. Honestly, I would rather have Knuckles or Tails. In fact, I think I'd want Tails the most, and then Knuckles next. But if they wanted to make a moveset for Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, Dr. Robotnik, or Metal Sonic, all of them would work and be unique from each other. So all of those would be good. I would like all of those, But chances are it's going to actually just be Sonic, and Shadow just won't be in the game at all anymore. I don't see why Shadow is that important. I feel like Knuckles is way more important than Shadow, especially now that Sonic Mania's come out. I don't see why Shadow needs to be in the game, but I could very easily see them putting Shadow in as a character. That would be really cool. That would blow my mind. I'm not calling it. I'm actually saying right now it's probably not going to happen. But if it comes out, I will be so excited. I will be flipping my shit. That would make me really happy. But what would not make me happy is if he was an Echo Fighter. As far as Echo Fighters go, because this kind of changes things up, there might actually be one more Echo Fighter added to the game. And as far as an Echo Fighter goes, that I really don't know. I really don't know, because I know some people were saying we could do Miss Pac-Man or we could do Ken. If they wanted to do Miss Pac-Man or Ken, they would probably just make those Player 2 costumes for Ryu and for Pac-Man. They're probably not going to make... Though Ken would be a perfect Echo Fighter, don't get me wrong, because his moves don't have to be that different, but really putting Ken as an Echo Fighter is a disservice to what Ken actually is in uh, the games. I think a more appropriate Echo Fighter would be Dark Ryu, but because Ken doesn't even have the same punches and kicks that Ryu has, and that's something important about Smash is that they actually are somewhat faithful to the original games. Miss Pac-Man could be literally an Echo Fighter, but it's like, again, honestly, when they're that similar, they might as well just be the same character. At least Dark Pit has like one move that's different. And his Final Smash is different. Not that anyone who plays competitively uses Final Smashes, but Lucina actually, the way you play Lucina will actually end up being different from how you play as Marth. It's actually got a different strategy there. And that's kind of what I want to see in an Echo Fighter. We don't know exactly the details for Daisy yet, but I'm kind of thinking she might be similar to where her moves might have different properties, like how Lucina has. So as far as like another Echo Fighter goes, it's like I have no idea. Like I have no idea who's going to be another Echo Fighter. No one really even comes to mind of who could work. Honestly, my best guess would be like Chrom coming in as a Ike Echo Fighter, but why they would do Chrom now when there's already two characters from Fire Emblem Awakening, that would just be beyond me. Obviously, we haven't seen Robin's Final Smash yet, so we don't know if Chrom's still a part of it. But I mean, I highly doubt it's going to be that different. Besides that, as far as Echo Fighters go, it's like most of them make no sense. Like, yes, you can look at the skins from Smash 4 mods, but most of those are just cool to look at. Like, I don't actually want a King K. Rool mod or King K. Rool Echo Fighter for Bowser. That's stupid. I don't want that. I don't want like a Geno Echo Fighter for Mega Man. I'd rather Geno and King K. Rool and all those guys just actually fight like themselves. Like if they put in a Pokemon trainer that was an Echo Fighter, that was the characters from Pokemon Gold and Silver, or whatever, or like the third generation, for example, or something like that. That would be dumb. Just don't. That wouldn't even make sense. Just make them their own characters, because like just put Blaziken in the game and make Blaziken his own fucking character. Blaziken, you don't even need to do a Pokemon Trainer with any other. The reason why Pokemon Trainer works is because it's from the original game. It's the first 150. And that basically means they're the main starting characters from Pokemon Red and Blue. Pikachu's not the main character from Pokemon, and Pokemon is, every other game has the main character in it, but Pokemon's kind of weird because it's different main character every time, and the Pokemon are your characters. But Pikachu is not the main character from Pokemon. Like, he's the most iconic character from Pokemon, but the main character from Pokemon would be the trainer plus the starter Pokemon. And so there's no reason to do another Pokemon Trainer style character. In fact, it would be much better to just do something like just Blaziken by himself, or just another starter, like one of the Aloha Pokemon starters, like Decidueye, for example, was a character we all wanted. I think if they're going to do Decidueye, they better do him now before the next Pokemon game comes out. But I don't think they're going to do a new Pokemon. And to be fair, there's so many Pokemon. But honestly, if they do a new Pokemon, I would want it to be Blaziken. I think Blaziken would probably be the best bet, make the most sense. Especially because the argument against Blaziken was, well, there's already a fire starter as a Pokemon character and a water starter as a Pokemon character, so we need a grass starter as a Pokemon character, like Decidueye. Well, if you're going to do any grass starter, or any starter in general, Decidueye is a great choice for a starter Pokemon. But Lucario was a new character in Brawl, so we already know it doesn't have to be a starter, okay? And not only that, but now the fire starter is gone. It's just a water starter. So because the fire starter is gone, because it's Pokemon Trainer and not fucking Charizard, there is a water, grass, and fire starter already present in the game. So all these ideas, again, this is what Smash always does, what Sakurai always does. He takes your expectations, takes your rule set for how you think characters have to be introduced, and he fucking throws it out the window, okay? Like, we don't even know if there's going to be a new retro game character. I just think that has a concrete evidence because it's a tradition, and I feel like Sakurai would want to keep it because he did it so far. But I really hope he does it for that reason. But I don't even know if he's going to do that again. But it's just like we don't know if there's going to be a new third-party newcomer. Just because there was a new one in Brawl, there's 2 new ones in Brawl, and 2 new ones in Smash 4. We don't know if there's going to be any newcomers in this one. To be frank, the fact that there's so many third-party characters in... I don't know if I've been saying newcomers as third-party characters. The fact that there's so many third-party characters as DLC in Smash 4, and then all the DLCs coming and all the other third-party characters are coming back, that already says a lot. That's already a shit ton of third-party representation. How much more third-party representation do we need? Though I do think that Crash Bandicoot and Shovel Knight are probably top candidates right now. Not that I want Crash Bandicoot, but I really want Shovel Knight. But that would be really fun. But if we're going to talk about Pokemon again, there doesn't have to be a new Pokemon from the new game. Yes, Pichu was in Melee, so technically there was representation from Gold and Silver. Yes, but they still went with Mewtwo as another new character from Pokemon. It's not like they, were just like, oh, we can only do Gold and Silver guys now. They can do whatever the fuck they want to fucking do. So, I think there's a strong chance that, I really hope it's just Blaziken. I think Blaziken's one of the coolest Pokemon ever when it comes to fighting. Besides that, I would say Scizor, but Scizzor's coming... Actually, he came back as a Pokemon that you can throw out of a Pokeball, which is really cool and exciting. But I really just hope Blaziken's in the fucking game. We don't have Charizard anymore. Yes, you can technically use him, but he's part of the Pokemon trainer, And I think Blaziken just would make way more sense. I have him modded in as Smash over Captain Falcon, and I love him. And I don't want him to be an Echo Fighter of Captain Falcon. I want him to have his own moveset, but I think he would be perfect. So... what characters do I want? It's like that would be that. But again, as far as Echo Fighters go, oh yeah, new Fire Emblem character. The Three Houses game was announced, and from what I can tell, none of them look like they're suitable to be in Smash. So we already know Lyn is not coming back, or Lyn is going to remain an assist trophy, I should say. Lyn is not going to be playable because Lyn's already an assist trophy. But all the other Fire Emblem characters are returning. There's a lot of Fire Emblem representation. A lot of people are kind of annoyed by that. But now there's even more Pokemon representation. Now there's even more representation from every game. Wolf is back. So, it's like, what more Fire Emblem characters do I want? Do we really need another Fire Emblem character? Considering the fact that Corn's in the game too. I would say we don't need any more characters from Awakening or from Fates. So if they're going to do any characters from Fire Emblem, I don't know, man. Maybe another character from Marth's game, or maybe one of the characters who rides a Pegasus or something. That's who I would want. I wouldn't want anyone. I don't really want anyone else from Awakening or from Fates. I feel like we have enough representation from those games already. And that in the new Fire Emblem game doesn't look like it's going to have a character that's going to fit the mold nearly as well. So I'm kind of like, we have enough Fire Emblem in Smash. Just chill on the Fire Emblem for right now. Just for right now. The only character I would really like to see from Fire Emblem would be probably Tiki. I actually adore Tiki. She's in both the original and in Awakening, and it's because her species is like a very old species, and so I would love Tiki to be in the game, but that's about it. I don't really want anyone else in the game. So, yeah, and that's about it. I really don't think I have anyone else to request. If Geno does come in the game, I would be flabbergasted. I would be so shocked, especially because he could be a good assist trophy, but again, they haven't shown him as an assist trophy yet. But considering he was a Mii costume for Smash 4 means, hey, and he came out a little bit after Cloud came out, means, hey, they know we want Geno. So, people who are excited about Geno, it could actually happen, even though I think the hype doesn't matter nearly as much now. It could still happen. So we'll have to wait and see. But all right, this video is nearing on an hour now. This is the ultimate video of Smash. This is the ultimate opinion video on Smash Ultimate. There's way too much extra content here. Basically, everything I ever wanted to talk about this game, I put in this video. So, I hope you guys enjoy. I don't even know what I'm gonna fucking call this yet, but I hope to see you guys soon. Maybe to talk about other Smash updates. Maybe to talk about other thoughts on new characters announced and why it makes sense, or possibly if I don't like it. But so far, this game, it seems perfect for me. And then, of course, uh, other content involving Dragon Ball Z and Star Wars. I will and Kingdom Hearts. So I will see you guys next time, hopefully soon.